What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Shuttle? How's your day today, bro? What'd you do? Oh, just turn it down just a little bit. What is going on? Let's do this. Let's connect to that sim. Back in the 787 tonight, doing some heavy flying. Alright, here. I think it might be... That's him thinking. There it is. There it is. Been boring? I actually went skiing today. My day was not boring today. I had class in the morning, and then I basically had class in the car on my phone while I drove up to go skiing. So it was actually pretty fun. It was fun. And VATSIM is still there. Oh, I was just about to close it, but it looks like it's doing a thing. All right, here we go. So we're gonna connect as United. What were we? 3915, I believe. 3915 today, and that's an ad. All right, gonna go ahead and skip that. And we are a Boeing 787-9. Gonna go ahead and connect with that. Oh, we got our ACARs already. Cool. All right. Pause. What? Did I what? What do you mean? Pause. Shuttle. What do we got over here? We got American. Alright. What do you say we hop inside? Let's pause that music. We'll go up on the overhead and get our external powers on. Maybe. There we go. Batteries on. IRSs can start aligning, and we got our window heats coming on fall. Yeah, sure. That's what you meant. No, I did fall a couple times though, because it was actually pretty low vis today. It was like actual IFR conditions today, so it was pretty interesting. So I ran into something that I didn't even see there, so that was kind of funny. But yeah, I did faceplant that one time. So yes, a couple times. It happens, all right. But yeah, we're gonna be loading up the 787 here, getting ready to rock and roll. You didn't really have anything going on today, Shuttle? You definitely had school, right? All right, ORD. Taking our nav position there, and we're gonna go ahead and request our information. You suck at skiing? Well, you're from Texas, so we don't expect you to be good at skiing. 3915. Alright, and then we're gonna go back to InterRef, index, settings, and we're gonna go weight and balance and grab from the OFP. Which the OFP says 29.9 on the fuel. It's close enough. And yeah, everything looks good to go there. How to practice state test? Oh, dude. Those state tests are the absolute worst. I hated those state tests. Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't have a can't read for this in here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and copy the FMC data in here. Oh wait, I guess I don't really have any. I'm back and go route. Closest ski resort in like 5 hours. Where is the closest ski resort? What is it in Texas still, or? Reserve fuel. We're gonna need about We're gonna need 11.4 total. So we're gonna go ahead and set that 11.4, and then the cost index of 28. 28 on the cost index. So now we'll go route, and we'll go departure. New Mexico, really? I guess that's understandable. Okay, let's take a look at potentially ATIS weather. Okay, let's see. 3021 on the altimeter. Shuttle, would you be interested in me doing a series about becoming a pilot and the different routes to go and my personal journey and like that type of stuff? Would you be interested in something like that? Let's see what departure runway they're using. Arrival approach. Departure spectrum runway 22 left, 28 right. Alright, let's see. I'm sorry, what was it? Departure spec 22 left, 28 right. We would love 28 right. That would be great if we could get 28 right. So we'll see about that. We'll plan for 28 right. Plan for HUD takeoff. And no SID. So what about 22 left? Is there no SID there either? Okay, interesting. So we'll do 28 right again. HUD takeoff. Execute that. Departure arrival. We're going to look at the Gibbs 4. Gibbs 4 with the Morgantown VOR transition. And then one right. I don't know anything there yet. Okay. So now can I go over here and do this? Copy FMC data to a right. Condition dry, I believe. Wind is 220 at 26. And then the OAT is minus 17. Holy smokes. Okay. Minus 17. And our takeoff weight and all that good stuff there. And then let's go find the CG 25%. 25% on a CG. So we'll do 25, and we'll go ahead and optimum, engine auto, calculate. Shuttle says I was doing a flight earlier and I went into my options. When I came back, the plane started spinning, was losing altitude, so I got off. Made me so mad when that happens. Yeah, dude, pausing it, for whatever reason, like, it does something to the airplane. I don't know, like, whenever you pause it, for me with the PMDG, it, like, I don't know, was it the active pause, just like the normal, you just went to the normal pause screen? That's pretty weird. Alright, let's go ahead and step through our route just to make sure everything looks okay. They said to expect the Chicago 8 departure, but the O'Hare 8 is just... It's not the Chicago 8, it's the O'Hare 8. The O'Hare 8 is just vectors anyways, so we'll go over that here in a minute. But then our first waypoint is Mobile, which would be either east or southeast. Okay, there's Mobile on the departure procedure. I was going to fly in the base game 320. Dang, dude. I guess that maybe that's a console thing, because I haven't had that in particular happen to me. I mean, it can definitely be goofy, the pause menu. Because I have pause on top of descent set up sometimes, because sometimes I'm not always, like, you know, right there to watch it. So I set up pause at top of descent sometimes, and sometimes it does act a little goofy after that, but nothing like that. That is really weird. So it's at 58 degrees. 58 degrees, and we're at D-rate 2 takeoff. Probably going to do climb 1 though, so we don't climb like too slow. Flaps 5 for departure, and 142, 146, 155 on the V2. And then the O'Hare 8 departure says to climb maintain 5,000, and the runway heading off of, well, we'll just be runway heading probably. And we'll set 5,000, it'll probably be 280 something. But Shuttle, is that something you'd be interested in? I don't know if you heard me ask that, but, you know, kind of gotta go. Alright. Sounds good, bro. We'll talk to you later. I was at 280. We'll go. Flight director is on auto throttle armed, and we're going to go ahead and run this checklist. Pre-flight checklist is complete. Before start, passenger signs are on. MCP V2's 155-280, 5,000 set on the heading. Takeoff speeds V1. Let's see it over here real quick. 142, 146, 155. CU pre-flight is complete. Trim, set it on 520 or 575. Sorry. Okay, or not. 575. Taxi takeoff briefing completed, and the beacon will come on here in just a moment. So we're gonna go ahead and get. Whoa! Give me my. What is it? Info. Get this ND out of here. Get it back up here. And this would be, oh, CDU. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. Okay, I should probably bring up checklist over here so that I can always have it instead. Okay, cool. Alright, so that's that. Let's go ahead and just take a look at this real quick, make sure we got everything down here. I guess I could have sent the output, more or less. Yeah, 2D preflight complete. Okay, let's go overhead. Just kidding, let me get this. Wow. Alright. We're going to put that over here, and we're going to grab this one. We're going to grab, oh, that was function, that's why. And we're going to grab that one and put it, whoa, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Alright, cool. There we go. Okay. So, we're going to go overhead now. And we're going to get our fuel pumps coming on, and the APU to the start position. Let's see, altitude, we're going up to 41,000 feet tonight. And 2235 on the squawk. So let's hop inside the airplane again real quick. On the transponder 2235, and we're going TARA on that 2235, and we're gonna departure freaks 119.0. 19.0, put that in the standby, and then what is, like, who's all up right now? I don't even know. Chicago Tower. So we'll probably talk to tower 120.75, 120.75.
Won't expect dial. Go 347, we'll try this again. Runway 28 right at November 5 intersection departure. Taxi via Alpha 15, November 5.
Alright, we're gonna take notes on this so that this guy already sounds mad. We are United 3915, and we're ready for push and start whenever he I believe so. We got the beacon. Go ahead and come on, and we're gonna switch to this here, and we're gonna get our no, wait, I'm sorry, pre-plan. Sorry, go away. Alright, pre-plan.
And tower on board 3325 ready to taxi. We have hotel and Delta disconnected, by the way.
Delta 347, did you receive that text I sent you with the taxi instructions? Envoy 3325, runway 28 right at November 5, taxi via Alpha, Alpha 15, November 5.
Runway 28 right via Alpha, Alpha 15, November 5 for Envoy 3225.
Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to change. No, I was ready to go too. What? Yeah, get out of here. Alright. Chicago Tower, good evening. United 3915 is ready for push and start.
3915, heavy, O'Hare Tower, push to start at pause discretion.
Alright, pause discretion on the push and start for 3915 heavy. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and release parking brake. And get us rolling back here. Let's go ahead and start them both up at the same time. It's a beautiful thing about the 787. Start them both up at the same time. That was a before start. We'll do the before taxi checklist next. Again, no idea if these sounds are good or absolutely terrible, but it's something. Whoa. Holy smokes, listen to that. That looks like pushback is complete. We're gonna go ahead and set our parking brake. Get that guy out of here. What is this? What are these? I don't know. You know what I'm gonna do though? I'm gonna basically, if I hide that, okay, and then I gotta get rid of these. Alright, hang on. Standby 1. It doesn't seem like, what is going on, dude? Disconnect from that. Okay. So we're disconnected from that, and I'm gonna go ahead and just do, get rid of that. Which, where even is this thing anymore? Oh dear. Oh, this is not good. Where is it? It's nowhere. Alright, what if I went like this? Oh, is that what these are? Ah, there we go. Alright, now we're ready to rock and roll. Let's go ahead and do a before start checklist. Anti-ice is auto. We're probably going to utilize that wing or engine anti-ice at some point. Recall is checked. Auto brake RTO flaps 5. Flight controls are going to check in a second. Ground equipment is clear, and the APU can come off. Let's go ahead and do a flight control check. Systems page. Flight control. Full right. Full left. Full up. Full down, full right rudder, full left rudder, and that's our flight control check complete. Pre-taxi checklist is complete, and then the before takeoff checklist is next, or the after takeoff. Yeah, before takeoff checklist. Sorry. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn down the lights in here, and we're gonna go ahead and get our turn-offs and taxi lights on. Disconnect the parking brake, and we'll call them from. We'll call them ready to push here.
Envoy 3325, turn right heading 360, runway 28 right, November 5, clear for takeoff.
Turn right 360, clear to take off 28 right, Envoy 3325.
Engines look like water. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Some of the displays turned down in here. Tower United 39, 15 heavies ready for taxi. Shoot, 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 shoot.
Yeah, 39, 15 heavy over tower. You need full length 2-8 right.
Yeah, that'd be appreciated for 29, 15 heavy.
39, 15 heavy. Run a 2-8 right full length taxi via Alpha 18, Victor Yankee.
All right, for 2-8 right full length, we're going Alpha 18 and Victor Yankee for United 39, 15 heavy. Okay, United, Alpha 18, so we're going a little bit more this way. Alright, terrible. Terrible taxi right now, hang on. And then Victor should be a slight left, it looks like, off of Alpha 18's a left turn. And where did it say Victor was at? Victor's another slight left turn, just as we suspected. Is Victor... Okay, Victor is this little alley type thing right here. And then we're gonna go Victor all the way down to Yankee. Alright, cool. There it is. Figured it out. Chicago O'Hare, not known for its easy taxi instructions.
Convoy 3325, turn right heading 040.
Turn right 040 on way 3325.
Convoy 3325, contact Chicago departure.
Over to departure on way 3325. Good night.
Good night.
A little bit bigger than the 319 we've been flying lately. Oh boy. Also veering to the left there. That's okay. Bring it on back. I was not 100% sure if we would need full length or not, but he asked and we'll take it. So. Can you do an intersection takeoff in this EFB? I don't even know if you can. I think this is calculating full length, so I think it would be better for us to do that anyways. Doesn't look like you can... I think that maybe would be an intersection there if you could, but it doesn't look like you can do it. Alright, then we're taking Yankee, which is this right turn here. Alright, we're going to be holding short, ready to go here. Tower United 3915 heavy, short of 2-8 right on Yankee, ready to go.
3915 heavy over tower, turn right heading 360, run a 28 right, clear for takeoff.
Right 360, 2-8 right, clear for takeoff. United 3915 heavy. Right to north. Should have left the altitude where it was at. So we're gonna go heading select. And then we're gonna
FedEx
go
1162 heavy over tower 5x5.
runway lights and strobes on. Oh boy. We're going to go ahead and bump out the view just a little bit. Why is it backwards? I don't know. Let's go ahead and go weather radar. And let's go ahead and bump them up 40% stable toga. Bring the HUD down. $80 knots. V1, rotate. And positive ready to climb, gears coming up. We got to maintain 250 knots till advised. And we'll go with this right turn to 360. Flaps 1, speed check, flaps 1. Checklist is not incomplete.
Tower at site 64, Mike Charlie, 28 center.
3915 heavy, turn right heading 040, contact Chicago departure.
Alright, 040 over departure United, 3915 heavy, good night. Alright, 040.
Number 864 Mike Charlie, O'Hare Tower, runway 28 center, clear to land.
And then over to departure. Departure, good evening United, 3915 heavy is 4,000 for 5 in the turn to 040.
United 3915 heavy, Chicago departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 15,000, proceed direct mobile.
Up to 15,000 direct mobile, United 3915 heavy. Alright.
United 1774, proceed direct Monks, maintain 7,000.
15,000, we'll go ahead and put the autopilot
Direct
on.
Monks,
and
7,000,
we're gonna
United
go ahead and go
1774.
direct mobile, set that, and then go ahead and go LNAV, VNAV, LNAVs.
Correction,
checked.
126.47.
And again, we're
Center on
250 knots till
2647,
till
Southwest Lolo,
advised.
Dugan.
United 3915 heavy, contact Chicago Center 126.47.
2647, have a good night, United 3915 heavy.
Delta 2458, 4 miles from Sales, cross Sales
Okay.
at 3000, cleared on Ave Yankee runway 22 left.
Alright, 2647.
Cross Sales 3000, cleared on F22
What did he say?
left Yankee.
2647. There we go.
Bye-bye.
Chicago Center, good evening, United 3915 heavies, 8,000 for 15,000.
United 3915 Chicago Center, welcome, leading 13,000, resume normal speed, climb maintain, flight level 410.
Alright, resume normal speed up to flight level 410 for United 3915 heavy. Alright, all the way up to
United 3915, leaving 13,000, normal speed.
Okay, roger that. After leaving 13,000, we'll go to normal speed for United 3915 heavy. Alright, so we'll go ahead and select 250 knots up to 41,000 until
call 545 go hotels, yeah.
we leave 13,000 feet. And we're going to get some crazy climb rate here, so we got no, alright, there we go, wing lights coming off, and no clouds, anything like that, so we're going to go ahead and go with the seatbelt signs coming off.
Radar service terminated, frequency change approved, bye.
This climb rate.
Chicago Center Midwest 2289 out in Rockford, looking for IFR 2 Ontario.
What's the 3LB?
We'll go ahead and put the HUD away, and coming through 13,000, let's go ahead back to normal
Mike
speed.
Alpha Charlie, Midwest.
Unfortunately, that was a fun 3,000 foot per minute
Midwest
climb there,
2039, you're cleared to the Ontario Airport.
back to normal speed.
Radar vector is Iowa City. Smile.
maintain 5,000.
And we'll go ahead and get the
level
music
30
back on.
minutes after departure. Departure frequency
I don't think we have any more ATC until we get over to... Oh. It doesn't even say Chicago Center is on anymore. Is that wrong?
Alright, clears Ontario's files, radar vector
So Chicago
to
Center's
Iowa,
up, but nobody over in DC anymore, so
higher.
it'll be a pretty chill ride after we get off
and
these
Block
guys.
3260 for Midwest 2289.
Midwest 2289, read back, right?
Just over an hour of airtime, so... What's up, Shuttle? Welcome back. Alright, Shuttle. My question remains. Would you be interested in me doing like a kind of busy night? Yeah, you busy? Would you be interested in a little bit of like a how to become a pilot type thing? If we talked about that on the channel. I know we kind of already talked about it, but... if we talked about it as like an actual series type thing. How did I know that I wanted to be a pilot? Alright, man, yeah, for sure. For sure. The next couple of streams that we do then we'll be exploring different avenues, and we'll be looking at different things. But how I knew that I wanted to become a pilot is actually a pretty it's actually a pretty silly story. And it's nothing crazy, but I played hockey whenever I was a kid, and we were in Ohio for a tournament whenever I was about a sophomore in high school, and I was just kind of watching planes taking off and landing in the distance, and I was just kind of like, hey, you know, that stuff's pretty cool. I was with my mom, and I was like, hey, I kind of like airports and flying and stuff like that, and she was like, why don't you become a pilot? And I was like, oh, okay. And after that, they scheduled me a discovery flight, which Shuttle, I know you said you've taken a discovery flight before, but after the discovery flight, I was fully hooked.
Number 3907 Chicago Center, radar contact.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you were in the same boat there, Shuttle, but after the discovery flight, I was completely hooked, and then I got into started looking into more aviation and stuff like that, and all these different flight schools and different routes and stuff, and we could talk about how we settled on a flight school and all that type of stuff too. But yeah, that's the long-winded answer of how I figured out I wanted to be a pilot. That's how you were. Yeah, what's your story, Shuttle? How do you know you wanted to become a pilot? Love the aircraft, yeah. Yeah, dude, that's how, I mean, commercial flights that's kind of where I figured out that that was where the passion stemmed from, was flying on Southwest and, you know, like United whenever we'd go out west and stuff like that, doing that type of stuff.
Last aircraft con was carrier wave only, no more.
Chicago Center, Southwest 3176, about 20 miles southeast of the Fort Wayne VOR, flight level 380.
Yeah, I mean, flying on Southwest and stuff like that, just getting just a glimpse into the cockpit and stuff like that, and looking out the window at nights just like this, crossing the country at 30,000
Southwest
feet.
3156, we need lower
That's
here.
exactly how
Southwest 3176, clear direct mag,
I
cross
figured out
mag,
that I wanted to be a
11,000,
pilot.
south and altimeter 3002.
As soon as I did,
Direct mag,
I was
cross mag,
hooked
out of maintain 11,000.
couldn't stop. Just couldn't stop trying to figure out how to get there after that.
2408, cross fire,
So-
out of maintain 9,000 and 250 hot, still here, altimeter 3002. Correction, 3001.
Sorry, I'm maintain a 990.
And yeah, now like I can't think of anything else. Like I can't think of doing a desk job. Like I couldn't sit down and be
Cross
writing reports and
Torio
stuff
and
all
maintain
day.
flight level
Like anything else is
Endeavor
gonna seem
4980.
so off.
Sedation 5 Alpha Charlie, where you
for me.
parking?
So I don't
We're
know
gonna
if it's
use
in my
ramp.
shuttle, but that's
Sedation 5 Alpha Charlie, Mike 3,
like
Mike
it's
2,
just it's pilot or
bye.
bust for me. Turn. Oh, ATC audio down? Yeah, for sure. Is it that or is it the music? Let's see. Let's turn. They're kind of quiet for me, honestly. I'll just turn this down.
Southwest 1136, Chicago.
Turn the music down a little bit too. Let me know if that's any better or worse or didn't do anything. ATC? Okay. I'll turn it down a little bit because they're in a pretty good spot for me, so I don't want to miss anything. I mean, we're not going to really miss anything, I guess, either, but
Endeavor 3907, cross ugly at a maintain, flight level 240.
alright, let's get his ad out of here. So yeah, Shuttle, we'll over the next few streams then we'll do some setting up of I'll go over some topics. What are some, like, do you have any specific questions that you want me to cover, or you know, other than that, I'm just gonna kind of go over some general things. I'm gonna just go over, like I said, my journey, and I'll go over my journey, and I'll go over the different paths, military, civilian, and all the different routes in civilian, and the few different routes that are in military too. So yeah, it'll just be kind of like a basic outline of traversing the world of becoming a pilot. So yeah, if you have any specific questions, let me know, and I can maybe do some research on that stuff, or answer it now if I can. But yeah, it'll be cool. It'll give us something to talk about in cruise too, so that'll be nice.
Good evening, American 2194, flight level 340.
American 2194, Chicago Center, welcome. Reset transponder squawk 7720.
7720, American 2194.
Radar contact 25 southeast to the Grissom for taxi to directed hold.
Just give me that direct one more time.
American 2194 directly to hold.
I am not seeing. Oh, I got it. Direct hold, American 2194, sorry.
No worries, American 2194 across hole 12300. Still here, altimeter 3001.
001, 120 at 300 knots, American 2194.
Blue 2408, contact Chicago approach 119.0.
Different pathways, United Delta American, maybe in some flight school insight. Okay. Alright, yeah, so we can go over,
1549, Cleveland closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, bye-bye.
let's see, we can go over,
Have a great one, Delta 1549. Ciao, ciao.
what do I want to say this as, we can go over United Aviate, American. Do you mean, okay, so do you mean like getting to those specific airlines, or do you mean just like do you mean the like United Aviate, do you mean, you know, destination 225, or do you mean like the actual quickest way to getting to those airlines?
Bye-bye. Runway 3325, Cleveland Center is closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, bye-bye.
Over to Unicom. Have a good night. Delta 5 bucks by on way 3325.
Midwest 2289, wind 22012, maintain 12000, fly runway heading, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
Maintain 12000, fly runway heading clear for takeoff, runway 25, Midwest 2289.
Southwest 1202, Cleveland closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, bye-bye.
Yeah, then from there on, okay.
Unicom, Southwest 1202, good night.
Confirming, is that 12000, 12,000, or 12000, 1200 for 2289?
Midwest 2289, maintain 12,000.
12,000 for 2289, thank you.
Okay.
3907, descending Indy.
Sounds good. We can do that. We'll go over some of that stuff. Yeah. Alright, thanks man. Appreciate that. In the meantime, how's our climb coming? Slower than I thought, to be honest. Kind of figured we'd be there by now. Are we gonna have... Flaps were set. I don't know why it was being fussy about that. After takeoff, everything's done. Descent checklist is next. Shuttle says just want to get as much info as I can now and then come out at that time and have a bunch of ideas and places marked out. Yeah, man, 100%. I was in the same spot you were whenever I was a junior, and yeah, I would have liked if there was a video laying out every type of option for me. So
United 3915, Cleveland Center is closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, bye-bye.
our free change approved. Have a good night, United 3915 heavy. Alright. 22.8.
Southwest 3849, holding short of.
Sad times. Let's go back to the CDU and let's... Oh. Yeah, accept that. Anyway. Let's take a look at the VNAV. Maybe not. Where is it? Winds, request. And then we'll VNAV route data page. Des forecast page. Let's see. No, wait. Des forecast. We just did this. Okay, they hit purge, that's why. Load it. There's our winds. And then, is there... Okay, top percent's 240 miles. Alright, cool. But yeah, man, yeah, we'll go over all that stuff. Okay, until then, let's go over the verse of the day. And the verse of the day, I think we actually went over it last night on accident because of... because it was like midnight anyways. So we picked another one, and it's going to be Psalms 34, verse 14. And again, it's pretty short, pretty sweet, pretty simple. Turn from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. And I mean, it's just as easy as it sounds, man. The world is a fallen place. The devil runs the show down here, and you know, God runs everything in heaven. Jesus runs everything in heaven, obviously. And there's a lot of evil in this world, and so it's easy to fall into that trap of doing as the world does and being evil with everything, even in subtle ways that might not really even seem all that, you know, quote unquote evil, are easy ways that you know, you can get into some serious spiritual trouble. So getting away from that, doing good, you know, typical things, helping old ladies across the street, right? Something like that, you know, all the way up to donations to churches and just different things like that, and doing good just in terms of in God's terms, you know, and being in the Word and doing things like that. That's what doing good would mean there. And then seeking peace and pursuing it, just seeking peace and not necessarily to be scared and to run from conflict, but just to say, you know, hey, I don't know, seek peace, to seek just clarity, I guess, to seek just to seek peace is to not necessarily seek chaos, right? You want to see things be peaceful. You don't want to escalate situations. You want to try to keep things at a level, at a godly level, a level that that you know is right, and that, you know, you can hope that God would be proud of, and if Jesus was standing next to you, what would you do, type thing. So yeah, that's about it. And pursue peace, pursue love, pursue happiness. The movie Pursuit of Happiness, that's a good one. That's it's Will Smith. He does it. If Will Smith can do it, we can do it. So anyways, that's my philosophicalness on the evening. Psalm 34:14, verse of the day. I'm trying to look for that traffic. They're not really that close to us, but it's probably, what, like 20 miles out? 1,000 feet below. All the way up to 41,000 feet tonight. Back again, welcome. Dude, you just missed verse of the daytime. If anybody else has any questions about becoming a pilot, feel free to drop them in the comments, drop them in the chat. We're going to be going over the next few weeks here, and I'm just going to be going over general stuff, general paths, general you know, military stuff, what flight schools to choose. Shuttle wants us to go over, you know, joining different types of cadet programs and what those can do for you and what is a cadet program. So if anybody else has any questions, feel free, drop them in the chat, drop them in the comment section below, and we're going to be going over them the next few days, weeks, streams. And also, you know, something else we could do is we could make it a standalone video, I guess. That would probably be a little less fun. Now we'll probably do them streams, because then you guys can be here and ask questions and go over stuff like that. And you know, otherwise it would just be me sitting and talking. So, you know, we might as well be doing a flight while we're at it. So we'll keep it as a stream. But yeah, just be on the lookout for that. Next few streams we're going to be doing. Talking about how to become a pilot. Shuttle says, I want to know what all it takes at flight school to get your license. Okay, so like specific hour requirements and stuff like that. Yeah, for sure. That's a definite. We will definitely cover that. And I guess we can go over that briefly a little bit right now. We'll start with private, I guess. Let's just look up part 61 and 141 private. So let's see, we can go over the private 141 and 61 mins right now, and like I said, this can just be pretty brief, pretty general, and then after this we can, or in the next, I'll think of some actual topics and come back to you with some set numbers and stuff, but this can be a pretty general thing. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so this is pretty much what we're looking at. So I don't know what, maybe that's just ground time. But basically, I mean, you know, the difference, we'll kind of start at the beginning. I mean, there you have part 61 and part 141. And part 141 is essentially going along with a curriculum, and it has a syllabus attached to it, right? So you would get this if you went to a college, if you went to North Dakota, if you went to Arizona State or Purdue or something like that, where you were taking classes on the side to get your degree in aviation, something aviation related, and it also reduces time on your ATP, which is the final license that you need. 61 does not reduce any time, but the benefit is it's more flexible. There's no syllabus. You can go at your own pace, and you know, so these hours, these numbers right here, 40 and 35, those are the big ones, right? Your total minimum, your minimum flight hours required to take your private pilot check ride, right? So 40 hours and 35 hours for part 141. I don't know of a single person in the history of flying who has taken their private pilot check ride at 35 hours. The national average is about 70. I think I got mine in about 65. Oh yeah, so there you go, right there. FAA national average to receive PPLs between 60 and 75. So I was right in the middle. I was right at 65 hours. For private, it really doesn't even matter. Even though I was at a 141 program, I still went 61 for my private, just for the flexibility. So I did not do 141 for my private because it doesn't really matter here, right? Because the average is so much different than what's here. So you can really fly through your private, no pun intended, but you can really fly through your private if you go 61 and you have all the money saved up and you can just bang out, you know, 50 to 60 hours and get ready for your check ride. So going 61 for private is generally what people do, even at a 141 program. And this is just saying that 20 hours. You have to have at least 20 instructed hours, 10 solo hours, 3 cross-country flights. So there's, I don't know where they're getting 3 from. I mean, again, I'll do my own research on this, but you have to do a cross-country, I think the long cross-country private's 150 miles with a leg that's at least 50, obviously, because that would make it a cross-country. And you have to go to 3 airports is that one. So I'll brush up on that and be able to say that better, but that's that. 3 night hours. I'm not totally sure on that one. I don't know if they specifically say 3. I don't know why it would be 3 and not like 5 or something like that. But you'll expect to be in that ballpark. You'll definitely want to get some nighttime either way. And this is a big one for non-towered airports, because you do have to be able to have access to a towered airport to get your licenses. They want you to have 10 takeoffs and landings at a full stop, I think is what that's saying, at a towered airport, not just touch and goes. So for us, our training airport is towered, and it's one of, well, I don't want to say it's one of the only ones, but it's one of the only ones in the area that's towered, and we do have other people coming to us all the time from like Kent State. They fly over all the time and get their landings and takeoffs in, because we're one of the only, we're one of the best airports to do that in. Excuse me. We're one of the best airports to do that because of our tower, and it's such a huge thing for us to be able to train on it. So that's another like little thing. If you can train at an airport with a tower, because you will need it. First of all, you'll need the takeoffs and landings, and also for the most part, there's some routes that are untowered, and there are definitely some airports that are untowered that even airline guys do, but not many, right? Like a lot of these flights, you're going to be going from Chicago to Dulles, and you're going to be talking to Chicago ground and tower and departure and center, and then a couple of different centers along the way, and then you're going to be talking to Dulles approach. I don't know what, I think it's called Potomac approach. You're going to be talking to Potomac approach, and then Dulles tower, and then Dulles ground, and then like you're going to be talking to a lot of different people. So if possible, get used to it now. Get used to the comms, get used to the radios, talk to air traffic control. Towers, go to an airport with a tower. That is something you probably wouldn't even think about. I wasn't even really thinking about it. I just happened to pick one, luckily for me. Sorry, I'm taking notes so I can remember that. Hours preparing for the exam. I think that's just talking about your ground instruction. I mean, technically speaking, I don't think you really need any for 61. I could be wrong on that, but I don't know. I don't know how that works with that. And then flying under instruments, they do want you. Wish I had VATSIM on console. Yeah, dude, it's huge. VATSIM helped me out so much with comms, like, and not to be weird or anything, but like people, especially whenever I was in my private, like people would be like, wow, like his radios are like really good for especially being a private. And and I wouldn't say this because it makes me sound like a nerd, but like I was like in my head I was like, yeah, because of VATSIM, because I've been practicing it, and I've been literally doing way more complex flights and doing IFR clearances and readbacks and stuff like that while I'm in my private, just on flight sim. So it helped me out so much. So if I were you, again, I know Michael kind of mentioned that to you, how he sold his Xbox and got a PC. I don't know if I'd go that far, but practice it. Try to find somebody with a PC and maybe hop on VATSIM, or do I'm sorry, what am I trying to say? Like chair fly, just sit there, close your eyes, envision tuning. Algorithm brought me here. What's up, Captain Chemtrails, dude? Love that name. That's hilarious. What is going on? But yeah, dude, chair fly. Sit there. Imagine dialing in a frequency. Imagine dialing in ground, whatever airport you're gonna fly out of. Imagine dialing in ground. You know, hey, Cessna 2152 Sierra is the main ramp ready for taxi to the active with information alpha. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk to yourself. Imagine switching through frequencies, stuff like that. So that's the second best thing other than VATSIM. So, yeah. And then they do want you to fly under the hood with foggles on, so you basically can't see outside. You're just looking at your instruments. They want even private students to be able to at least get an idea of what their instrument is going to be like, and to, I think the main point is if you were to ever get caught in instrument conditions, one of the leading causes of accidents in general aviation is flight into IMC. And being able to successfully navigate out of IMC could be life-saving. So that's the point of the flying under instruments. And maybe, you know, if you have a cool instructor, he might do some unusual attitudes with you and stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically the gist of private. And like I said, I'm gonna do some more research. That was pretty impromptu, but I'll do some more research on some FAA minimums and stuff like that, and find out really is it how much night time and how much cross-country time is actually Pilot Edge. Yeah, that's facts. That's actually a good one too. Pilot Edge, you have to pay for. You can get a free trial, which I got a free trial and never used it, unfortunately. So I kind of wasted that, but I might use a different email and do it again. But Pilot Edge is like VATSIM, but it's just out west, and they always have, it's always full coverage. It's always ground, tower, departure, center, approach, tower, ground. Like, it's always, it might be the same guy, but you can bet that they're gonna have it on because they're being paid to be there too. So like during the hours that they're open, you'll have full coverage. So Pilot Edge is pretty cool. It's not something that I've experimented with personally, but Pilot Edge is pretty cool. Do you have experience with Pilot Edge, Captain Chemtrails? Oh, okay. Are they real? I didn't know that they were like actually real. I thought it was just kind of like VATSIM, how you can just kind of log on and do your thing. Also, I should get on top of the scent here. 84. We'll start going over some stuff. Let's take a look at Dulles. And let's get some weather. No VATSIM 8 is available, so they must be off. And we might be getting off too, because I'm not trying to make... Well, we could make some VFR traffic calls. Yeah, I mean, you'll hear that every once in a while. Like, it's nice to hear a guy who really talks professional on VATSIM, and you can really tell, like, okay, that guy's actually a controller in real life, because you do hear some pretty sus stuff. So yeah, I mean, that would probably be pretty nice, dude, because Pilot Edge would definitely be more professional. I didn't realize they were real controllers, though. Yeah, it looks like Dulles got off, so we're gonna also get off VATSIM, just because, I mean, I don't know. Shuttle, do you want to hear me make VFR calls coming into... Okay, that's cool. What is it? Just like how west coast is it? How far east do they get? I guess is my question, Captain Chemtrails. Like, how far east does Pilot Edge get? Is it just, you know, paid side gig for them? Okay, that's pretty cool. Shuttle, do you want to hear me make VFR traffic calls going into Dulles here, or should we just log off? In the meantime, though, we're going to work on getting weather. The METAR. 320 at 12, gusting 2-3. Oh, baby. Whatever, man. You're just here to watch. All right. We'll do some VFR traffic calls then, because it'll still be good. All right, we'll do flaps 130. And we're going to take a look. I don't even know what approach I selected. One right. We'll probably do the ILS. Ceiling and Viz is not going to be a problem, but I like one right. 11,500 foot runway. Near their core area, pretty much SoCal. Okay. All right. Maybe we'll do a little pilot edge flight here coming up. That would be fun. I'd have to. I'm gonna have to use a different email so I can sign up for the free trial. I got enough subscriptions and I'm a broke pilot. I'm sorry, broke flight school student. So, yes, a broke pilot. Actually, that would be correct terminology. Okay. Arriving one right, and we'll take the. We're not going to take one. Okay, so we're just going to stick with this just like we have it right now. No pressure on the landing. Yeah, dude, gusting 32 too, was it? Did I say that? Or gusting 23, I'm sorry. Gusting 23, so it's not that bad. But anyways, we'll go ahead. I'll brief this as realistically as possible. Oh, really? Is it a paid expansion? So I had to brief one of these. I'm also a cadet for Republic Airways, and that's really not anything that special. But I did have to learn the JEP charts so that I could brief an approach on my interview. So I had to brief it with a captain from Republic, and I mean, I got the gig, so he didn't hate it. So I guess I kind of know what I'm talking about with this. But so with approach briefings, you know, you start just like reading a book, right? Top to bottom, left to right. So you'd verify with your FO, your captain. In my case, the main thing, Captain Kentrell says, but the main thing is proper phraseology and IRL frequencies, unlike VATSIM. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. I would say, I don't know if I do enough flying out west to really want to do that, but we're also gonna set our altitude down a little bit, just so if we talk through the top of descent, it'll at least start descending for us. So anyways, so you'd confirm with your captain or your FO or whoever you're flying with, your instructor. This is the ILS 1 right approach, and we're looking at it going into Washington Dulles, KIAD. There's a lot of airports down at, don't just say DC. Oh, we're going into DC. Well, which one? You going into Reagan or you going into Dulles? So, and there's a lot of different approaches. There's one right, one center, one left going into Dulles. So you want to make sure you're on page with everybody in the cockpit. Hey, we're going into Dulles. We got KIAD up here, ILS 1 right. You got that? We got that. Okay. If there was, if we were looking at controllers and frequencies and stuff like that, we'd put the ATIS in. We'd go 134.85. We'd plug that in. We'd start trying to listen to the ATIS. I don't know, in jets, I hear, it's just hearsay for me, but I hear that it's about 100 miles out you can start getting ATIS, and a Cessna it's like 25, so yeah. But anyways, you'd plug in your ATIS freak. Approach is first, right? So approach gets you to the runway. Approach gets you to tower, who gets you to ground. So we'd be looking at approaches, and here in Dulles, pretty complicated stuff. They've got 3 different approach controllers depending on what direction you're coming from. So we're going to be coming from the west, so generally speaking, we'd be one of these two. It depends how they divvy it up. I mean, like I said, we're coming in from the west. 180? Dang, bro, that's nice. Do you fly? Are you a pilot in real life, Captain Chemtrails? So we'd be coming in from the west. So we'd probably use northwest really too. So we'd probably use 2045. So we'd plug that in and be expecting to talk to them here shortly as well. And so we'll say, okay, we're expecting 120.45, but obviously they can give us anything else. They can give us any of the other 2. And then tower going on 1 right, we'd expect to talk to 120.1. So we'd. Oh, no way! You're a 737 captain? Can you dox the airline, or is that not? Are you not allowed? Well, correct me if I'm wrong on anything, please. But yeah, we'd have tower, so we'd expect to talk to 120.1, but obviously they can give us anything else. And in terms of ground, I'm not sure if west, east, if that is like, we'd be on the east side of the airport, or does it go by where you're parking? So I'm not exactly sure on that. In terms of, this is a big bar right here. This is a very important section. So your localizer frequency is going to be 110.1, and your final approach course is going to be 011, and the identifier is IIAD. So you come down here, you go to NavRad, you make sure you got 110.1, 011, and then it should say somewhere in here, it doesn't on there, it'll come up down here with IIAD. So we have all that verified. Waxen is our final approach fix, and our glide slope intercept is going to be at 1900 feet, which is going to be 1588 AGL. And our decision height is going to be 512 feet, or 200 AGL. So let's go ahead and set that decision height now as well. What did I just say, 5 something? Did I say 512? Or 570 something? 512. Okay. So 512 on the DA. Airport elevation is 313. Touchdown zone elevation is 312. Nothing really too crazy there. MSA, this is coming off the AML VOR. I'm not sure. Oh, there it is. ARML VOR. So coming off the ARML VOR, 25 miles in 25 mile radius. The MSA is the minimum safe altitude. So if we lost comms, any type of emergency where we'd just be, praying we could stay above an altitude, and we don't know what else is going on, we're going to try to stay above 3,400 if we're on the west side of the airport, and if we're on the east side of the airport, we're looking at 2,500 there. Missed approach, climbed 800, then a climbing right turn to 3,000 on a heading of 060 outbound on the ARML VOR radial 051. There is our top of descent point to the Blitz waypoint, which can be identified as 20 miles from the ARML VOR DME, and hold. Inches, 18,000 obviously. Simultaneous approach authorized with 1 center and 1 left, and the visual glide slope indicator and ILS glide path are not coincident. So there will be, so basically all that's saying is they can step you over to 1 center or 1 left, or have other aircraft landing there. And also it's saying that the glide slope and your VASI-PAPI might not necessarily look the same. So you might be 3 white on the VASI-PAPI, but you might be bang on your glide slope. This is just the profile, or the plan view, I think it's either profile or plan view, of kind of everything we just talked about. And let's see, I think this is the profile view right here. So coming from Mosby at 3,000 on 11 heading down to 1900 intercept at Waxen, which is going to be 4.5 miles from the IIAD, I guess, localizer. Start down on the glide slope, and that's the that's your VDP, I guess. There, that would be. So if you're visual at the runway, you can go ahead and disconnect and start following the VASI-PAPIs. And then our minimums are going to be 512 feet, 200 AGL, and 1800 RVR, half mile viz, 1800 with flight director autopilot HUD to decision altitude. We obviously have that. So, all right, that's our approach briefing completed. Standby 1. I've got to go to the little pilot's room. So just stand by. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, sorry about that. I'm back and I feel like a new man. Alright, what do we got here? Captain Chemtrail says, as far as briefs go, it's like a story. We start with weather NOTAMs, then the star, how you transition to the approach. Okay. That's fair. You know what? That the captain at Republic, he mentioned that to me on my interview. He was like, you know, short and sweet. And I guess that's something else we could have gone over too, is the actual arrival. It's not gonna let me keep it up, so I might just keep it up on my other monitor just so I can at least have it. But yeah, weather NOTAMs, that's definitely something you'd want to cover IRL. Okay, so coming in from the Morgantown VOR, we got Brendan, then Highroy 270 between 240. Jim V 280 knot speed restriction, 250 and 210. That's not, let me see, wait, do I have data up? I don't, there we go. 250, 210. Tabby 230 and 17. Kicker 280 knot speed restriction, 16 and 14. Iggy below 14. And then Mazo at 11 with a 250 knot speed restriction, below 10 at Monk. Above 9 at B Mitch. Thasman at 7. And then Gibbs. And then we get a southbound turn. And then vectors. And that looks right. Captain Chemtrails, how long have you been flying? And then for the landing, we'll go auto brake 1. And we don't really have a performance calculator in here, so I can't really calculate distance. Hoping to be off by kilo 4. And then we'll get Echo Delta to the ramp. 2996 on the altimeter. Oh, 07. All right. You don't happen to be a Beaver County graduate, do you? I feel like everybody in the airline industry is from Beaver. Time flies, no pun. What are the, I don't know, I guess, no idea what that is? Yeah, good. You don't need to know. It's not important. But I guess my question that I always like to ask is, what is, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. What is it like whenever you finally get there? Because, you know, in flight school there's a lot of striving, there's a lot of, you know, just thinking about it, kind of idolizing the airline life. You know, what do you What do you say? You've been in it since 2016. Got your private in 07. You know, what's it like to actually make it and actually get there? Is it worth the hype? Really? Was it just was it like an overwhelming thing to be released to the real world all of a sudden? You have a flight instructor holding your hand, you know, in the sims, I'm sure, you know, you got your partner and the instructor and everything like that, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's just you and a captain taking a plane full of people to, you know, across the country. Okay. And we'll go ahead and set standard altimeter setting, and we'll drop it all the way down to, what do we say? We'll probably do about 3,000 for now. And what regional were you at? Training captain, line check airman. Okay. Yeah, I guess they're not sticking a new FO with a new captain. Oh, I bet. It feels so far away sometimes, you know, so unattainable. I've said it before on this channel. Like, this is how I get my fix, you know. I want to fly so bad. Oh, ExpressJet, dang. That's a volatile industry. They come and go. Yeah, another good question is when to start making VFR traffic calls in a jet, because green on green, it's if against the rules. Oh, new captain, new FO. Yeah, that would be. I'm glad there's a rule for that, because that would be a disaster. It's had to have happened before, though, right? I mean, Murphy's Law. Like, surely scheduling has messed that up. Once before. $30 miles out? Okay. Let's see. We should be able to set up rings around Dulles. And then what? We can just do slash 130 miles out, I think that's how you do it. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, okay. Is that for everything or for that in particular? Or, well, I guess, okay, wait, you said the scheduling software monitors it, so they monitor the green on green type thing in particular. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Alright, so we'll be 30 miles to the northwest on the Gibbs 4, landing 1 right. Also, is this automatically synced with it or what? Hectopascals. It's a little higher than standard, so. No thanks. We like going fast in the sim. Go ahead and clear that. Go ahead and clear that. Go ahead and clear that. Good, there it is. Okay. Also, dude, we did it. It's done. Okay, recall. Checked. Auto brake 1. VREF. Flaps 30, 145. Minimums 5, 12. And we did our approach and arrival briefings. Oh, we probably turned the signal signs back on too. Sorry about that. And coming up on 10,000, we'll do landing lights shortly. Captain Chemtrails, if you are still here, what would be your top advice? Shuttle and I are both. I'm in towards the tail end of my commercial training. Shuttle is going to be starting pilot or flight training here soon. What is your best advice? What would you do differently if you can go back and do it again to someone aspiring to be in your shoes, quite honestly? Are you on VATSIM? Yeah, I am on VATSIM. There's just nobody on. Coming through 10,000, we'll go get landing lights on. Wing lights too. Do like that wing light on that big old engine there. Oh wait, shoot. Center is up. That's awkward. They just came online. DC center's 133, 725. Let's go ahead and tune that in.
They're at 350 level and 3 up.
They are on, yes. DC center, good evening. United 3915's 10,000 on the Gibbs 4. 9,000.
3915 Potomac approach, good evening.
Oh, that was approach? What? I don't think he knows.
United
350 level 3000.
Yeah, 350 Potomac departure, good. Sorry about that, radar contact. Proceed Riggins, commenting 10,000.
Up to 10, direct Riggins.
That was not us.
Legion 401, wind 33012, got T3, runway 1 right, clear to land.
1 right, clear to land, Legion 401.
United 1630 heavy, the field at 11 o'clock, maybe it's 10.
Alright, good. I'm glad we didn't have to make VFR traffic calls.
1630, maintain 180 knots till 5 mile final, clear visual approach, runway 33 left.
Clear visual,
United 751, reduce speed to 180 knots, traffic at 3 o'clock, 7 miles northbound, a United 777, report traffic in sight.
Was that supposed to be for us?
We'll look for the traffic. United, I'm going to go 180.
Who was he talking? Was that United 350 he was talking to?
United 1769, ready 5 left to rally.
United 1769, let's see, on departure flight 8360. The Raleigh wind, am I? Sorry, winds of Raleigh variable at 4, runway 5 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 5 left, heading 360, United 1769.
United 1769, traffic light.
United 751, sorry, say again?
I'll do the traffic light.
United 751? I do not
751,
see
thanks,
that.
follow the traffic, cleared visual approach, runway 33 left.
Follow the traffic, 360 left, United 751.
And about in 1877, give me a left turn at 100, just gonna make 6,000.
Holy lag.
06,000.
Up of 1642, climb and maintain level 4.
Captain Chemtrails
Climb maintain 400.
says, as far as advice, I'd say enjoy the journey, especially if you're young. Everyone's in a rush to get in a wide-body captain at Legacy, but honestly, I'm just taking it to stride and enjoying every step of the way. Yeah, I appreciate that. I think being able to slow down is definitely something that I need to work on. It's definitely something I need to work on. And I would love it if this guy would acknowledge our existence, because we got this 777 here, and we're about 4 miles apart from.
Philadelphia altimeter is, let's see here, Philly altimeter 2988.
You hear that, shuttle? We gotta enjoy it. You're not even. You haven't even started yet. You'll.
Roger, thanks. Descend and maintain 4,000.
You'll feel the way I do soon enough, and then it's gonna be hard to enjoy it. But you gotta try to slow down.
751 descend and maintain 3,000. Again, you're still cleared. Visual approach range, tree left.
That's 8,000.
Whatever.
1630 when 310.
Whatever that guy just said was not English.
Left, cleared to land.
And where is this guy going?
Washington Center, November 545, here joining.
He's 6,000.
November 545, Delta Sierra, Washington Center, good evening.
Maybe it looks like he's pretty well on our path, so maybe I guess he's doing the same thing we're doing.
Washington Center, still wing 3807, copy descent.
Bearing 3807, just give
Dude,
me
like I said, I was the same way.
Heckman, Adam 18, 9000, Philadelphia, altimeter 2988.
What was the altitude at Heckman?
9,000, 9,000.
Cross Heckman at 9,000, copy the altimeter, clear wing 3807.
Washington 7, good evening. This is Southwest 905 at 360.
Alright, that was at least 301. I'm going to ignore all of it for a moment. United 1769, proceed to Qatar, come and maintain.
I'm gonna ignore all of it, he says.
Direct TAR 340, United 1769.
And give me one of the aircraft who is just talking.
United 350, level 6,000, right.
United 350, sorry about that, comment level 310.
You can't control everything in your career. Nobody has a crystal ball. Industry goes up and down. Enjoy the steps, plan for the downs. Yeah. I mean, that's another thing that definitely does give me some worries. Did this guy, like, in front of us just disconnect or something, or what? Are we just
vacated
on him even tighter than I thought?
Legion 401, taxi Juliet to the ramp, can I?
I don't know.
To the ramp, Legion 401, thank you.
But
At the 1627, reduce speed to 180 knots, traffic 1 o'clock, 8 miles, same altitude, northwest bound, United.
I think that might be him down there.
Report the traffic in sight.
Yeah, I mean, you're always thinking about, obviously, you know, worst case scenario.
Follow the traffic, cleared visual approach range.
Thinking about the downs. But you just never know.
Yeah, 751, following
You know,
United.
none of those guys were.
Final runway, tree left, cleared to land, wind 31012, gust 20.
None of those. I'm sure nobody was expecting, you know, something like 9/11 to ever happen. You know, and.
Yeah, 3915 to
just never know.
4,000.
Down to 4,000 United, 3915. All right, 4,000. We'll go ahead and we'll flight level change.
At a 688.
Actually, just kidding. We'll vertical speed.
Wind 330 tree, gust 18.
Takeoff, runway 1, Delta 638.
World Travel 731, Washington Center. Where are you located? Oh, never mind. World Travel 731, Washington Center. Right, I contact level 380.
When would you start with flaps here, Captain Chemtrails? Would you even think about going flaps until you're on base or final, or?
Terminated. Frequency change for you. Can I?
Washington Center, Southwest 905 at 360.
Oh, yeah, that guy in front of us did disconnect. That's nice, honestly.
United 5271, descend and maintain 8,000.
Yeah, 5271 down to 8,000.
Might do HUD approach here too. I don't know.
United 5271, fly heading 150.
Might as well. We got it in the old 787 here. Ooh.
Got a 2270 ready to contact law.
Rip.
Alaska 426 cross hogs, add and maintain flight level 180.
Hogs.
Alaska 426 cross hogs, add and maintain flight level 180.
Try to pick up the volume a little bit here, maybe.
Was it 190? Sorry.
Flight level 180.
Captain Chemtrail says it really depends on the situation, but typically below clean speed, which is indicated by up. Okay.
219, with you, flight level 330.
And event 1877, right turn heading 240.
240,
Yeah, 3915, continue your descent at 3,000, give me a left turn heading 070.
Alright, down to 3 left 070, United 3915. Alright, left 070. We'll go start turning that way now.
688, thanks, call maintain level 230.
Okay, auto.
Can you confirm that's going to be our final cruising altitude for those of you?
And let's check out the...
That's the file.
Oh no! Open Steam.
Well,
Go
we
to
got a step climb from St. Louis to 370, but up to 230.
Any speed restrictions? No.
1627 winds at Baltimore, tree 1012, gust 20, following United.
We'll bring it down to
220
220 and we'll go flap 1 once we're underneath that. Clean speed. We'll go up a little bit on this.
171 ground at Dallas, taxi 30.
Alaska 426. Sorry, what was the question?
I'm asking, I'm going to watching.
You shouldn't be descending quite yet. It's the hogs is just the crossing restriction. So you just have to calculate yourself.
Thank you for the sub, Captain Chemtrails. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Hogs at level
What is going on with our HUD
you
here?
shouldn't really descend now.
Oh, so you're saying like...
And we got to keep this turn coming to...
At a 4430 cross, contact Boston Center 134.7.
Let's do 060. It might be correcting for...
That's a 4430 contact
Might be
Boston
wind
Center
correction.
134.7.
134.7 for Delta 44.
Alright, let's go flaps.
Nice, well, 720 contact Washington Center. I'm sorry, contact
One.
Boston Center
Wah, wah, wah.
134.7.
Or Boston Center.
And we'll slow it down. Flaps 1 speed.
Who is he calling for taxi at Dallas?
That's 191.
Alright, there we go.
2091, 930, taxi is Zulu Yankee.
Is he going to blow us through the final approach course? I feel like he is about to.
Howdy. Southwest 412, Lee Airspace to the northwest. We got Cleveland's offline, radar services terminated, frequency change approved.
Over to Unicom, have a good night, Washington.
Thanks, United 1769, Atlanta closed, radar services terminated.
Let's go flaps
frequency change
5. I should have done that before moving the speed bug, but... Yeah, he blew us through final.
Got a 221 Lee Airspace to the southwest, Jacksonville's offline, radar services terminated, frequency change approved, can I?
It's okay. We'll forgive him. It's VATSIM, right, Captain Chemtrails? This would never happen on Pilot Edge.
4715.
Southwest 90,
We're pausing this music. It's just getting more and more sus.
905, squawk 4715, 4715.
4715, Southwest 905.
Alaska 426 to answer your question.
If I can.
Negative. You have to calculate it yourself. So you're going to have to figure out how many feet per minute, how many miles it's going to take.
Dude, this is like not even close. This is pretty. This is not good.
To do. It's more just to tell you to cross it.
Holy smokes. We're far enough out anyways. He'll probably give us like a almost a west heading and spin us all the way around.
You know what? Is he online?
Is this flight done in real life? It is, Nicholas Porretto. Welcome to the stream. It is done in real life, but it's by a 787-8, not a 787-9. But we went with the 9 tonight because I needed revenge.
I missed the first bar. 219 Washington. Getting contact. Reset transponder. Squawk 2162. 2162.
This part is probably not done in real life though. Getting taken 10 miles off. Getting blown through final by about 10 miles is probably not a real life thing. Center 3915 is looking for a new heading.
United 3915, sorry about that. Give me a left turn heading 290.
That's alright, no worries. 290 for United 3915. Okay.
751, welcome to Baltimore, right.
290. We'll do 290 and see where we roll out on.
Papa Echo Tango,
and see if we need to do any kind of wind correction.
Welcome to Baltimore, taxi Tango 2, Tango to the ramp.
I love scrolling this heading bug for 8 years.
3915, to maintain 2000 on the roll up. The field will be at your 11 o'clock, 2 miles, port in sight.
All right, down to 2000, and we have the field in sight for United 3915.
And about 1877 to maintain 3000.
3000.
All right, down to 2 or down to 1.
15, clear visual approach, runway 1 center.
All right, clear the visual for runway 1 center for United 3915. Okay. So we got 1 center now. Where's my first officer? 1 center. We're just gonna take that. Okay, perfect. That actually did not.
American 2150, spot 3 with Tango. American 2168.
And we're clear for the approach. Our altimeters are set. We're gonna go ahead and go speed brake armed. We'll go gear down in a minute here.
Washington Center, FedEx 44, requesting step up to flight level 380. FedEx 44, climb maintain level 380. 380, FedEx 44, thank you.
Alright, let's just take a look. Alright, it's about 5 miles out. We'll go ahead and get about a 300 heading here. And,
426, actually, you know,
what did I say our final approach fix was? Waxing? Oh, well, we got a new approach shoot. ILS 1 center. Skins is our new final approach fix. So let's go. Let's keep that turn coming. Honestly, let's just get direct. New York Center's offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. And I'll go LNAV.
Center American 251 out of Norfolk, IFR for Boston.
American 251, stand by.
For Boston.
426.
Let's go flaps
New York
10
and
flaps 10
Radar
speed.
services terminated. Frequency change approved.
It's about 170-ish. Captain Chemtrails, let me know if I'm doing anything wrong on the visual approaches. Obviously, you know, in flight school, everything's visual, pretty much. But in the jets, visual approaches is honestly something that's still kind of.
Right, 251 clear to Boston. Radar vector skull.
So I'm not very good at.
4000. Squawk 2451.
So, anyways, 2000 flaps 10 speed. I'll probably arm approach mode once we turn final because this thing is always a little goofy with that.
Is 800 feet.
And speaking of, let's just double check, make sure tower isn't on now too.
10,000 direct to Riggins, 171.
And about 1877, give me a right turn at 320, unable to report the field site.
320, alright, 277. We'll report the field site.
Yeah,
Radar vector school 4000 squawk 2451 for American 251.
American 251, read back to correct, expect 23, call for taxi.
23.
And a 2060 ready to go to 30.
2060 on departure flatting tree. Actually, you know. United 2060 on departure flatting tree.
Alright, so let's go ahead and arm approach mode.
3012, yes, 23, runway 30.
Localizer capture, glide slope armed, and our misapproach altitude is 3000, so we'll set that here in a moment.
Over to Boston 134.7.
Oh baby, see why I waited?
Center 5 Delta Sierra descend.
Ooh, baby.
Across Baltimore.
We
Bravo
might
Alpha Lima VOR at
just
and maintain
disconnect.
10,250 knots. The Baltimore altimeter 294.
Cross Baltimore, Bravo Alpha.
Okay. All right. That's actually not terrible.
10,000 feet.
And I guess it'd probably tell me on here. Or not.
Independence 1877.
Alright, let's go ahead and go gear down.
Shoot. Independence 1877.
Oh,
Give me a left
15.
turn heading 260.
260.
Laps 58, and we'll bug all the way down to our VR speed 145. We'll bug 150 plus 5 knots.
Yeah, it's 3915. One departure up 30 prior to arrival. They're rolling. Wind 33012, gust G3, runway 1 center, clear to land.
Alright, 1 center clear to land, United 3915 heavy. Alright, we'll go ahead and go.
Was that a requesting
Flaps
amendment?
full.
Delta 688 request amendment to flight level 360.
And I'm going to start my recording on here.
Commenting level 360.
Alright, you guys are going to have to let me know what the landing rate is whenever it comes up because I will not be able to see it. Glide sub captured. Alright, let's go ahead and hand fly this thing in.
United 2091, comma maintain level 350.
350, United 1
Center United 641, ready to go 30. At 641, continue on short. I got traffic on a 2.5 mile final.
Flaps full, gears down. Speed brake is armed.
United 350, actually discard. Yeah, 350 New York Center's offline, radar services terminated, frequency change approved, good night.
40 units out, CAD 350, that's fair.
Okay.
Little fast.
Lima Station to the north, Cleveland's offline. Radar services terminated.
Not
frequency change approved, good
necessarily
night.
bad thing with the wind, but we don't want to be too fast.
Out of 688, frequency change approved, good night.
Frequency change approved, Delta 688, thanks for the AGC jet.
Recommend.
And Frontier 618, DC Center, good evening. Gate 42 at Richmond, requesting R4 to Boston.
Frontier 618, split of Boston, Lucille 6 departure that is filed, maintaining
This guy's working
5,000,
hard tonight.
departure this frequency, squawk 3752.
Frontier 618, cleared to Boston via the Lucille 6 departure. Maintain 5,000 knots of departure, squawk 3752, departure frequency with you.
Frontier 618, readback is correct. What runway would you like for departure?
Any runway is preferable.
Well, ideally I'd give you a runway. Frontier 618, expect runway 2 for departure.
Runway 2 for departure, Frontier 618, thank you.
At 2060, proceed to Riggins, commenting 10,000.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Drag Riggins at a 2060.
Oh no. No, 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 no. Gosh dang it.
United 6
Ah.
turn heading 360, wind 330.
Got too happy with the yoke.
30,
Yanked it back.
360, 3 circle, okay, off, Delta 641. Is that checking in?
Delta 670.
Alright, reversers away. And we'll jam on the brakes. We'll take it. Ill-advised braking there, but we do have the Dulles flight beam scenery, so ground shoot negative 351. Alright.
Good day, United Suite, Delta 240.
We can just confirm that I'm the worst.
Yeah, it's 312 Washington Center.
Alright, we're going to be making a right, sharp right here on Yankee. Flaps coming up, speed brakes coming disarmed.
2423.
Squawk 2423.
We'll go ahead and go strobes off, wing light off, and landing lights off. Leave the rest. I just
2168, wind 33013.
I pulled it up too much at the end. Too much pitch up.
Yeah, 641 Pacific departure, radar contact, altitude. United. United 641. United 641, that's correct. Radar contact, altitude. Passing 2,200.
Let's see. Anybody else on the ground we need to worry about?
Continue on the 360 heading for a bit solid in about 5 miles.
No.
DC Center, Cactus,
Ooh,
1969. We're using the Terp 7 or Terp.
Yeah, we get lag on the
7,
approach coming into freaking
departure, and the transition is
Guayaquil in
Ram
Ecuador,
and I can't find
with
it on
no
my FMC.
no
I'm
other
sorry,
traffic,
I
no
sound like my
ATC,
speed for you there. Kinda sounds like
no
you,
scenery,
I would,
but yet
try
coming
and
into
figure out if
Dulles
you're
with
happy
ATC and traffic on the ground and a custom scenery.
That's affirmative. We can get a different departure. That'd be awesome, though.
Early flare, yeah.
Yeah, that I can do.
What's
for you.
up, bro?
Stand by. Independent
Welcome to the
277, field
end of
data
the
1 o'clock
stream.
at 19 miles at Dave Airport inside.
I never know where to flare, like, I never know where to flare with the heavies versus, it's over. It is over, bro. You missed it. I never know where to flare when it comes to, I don't know, I guess heavies versus a 7.3 or a 320 or anything like that, you know?
Independent 1877, clear visual approach runway 1.
Yeah, a little early though. I gotta get a little more comfortable and fear the slam a little bit less, maybe. Oh shoot! How about I stop the recording there? All right.
Strange question, but would like to.
All right, let's get this APU kicking.
From Hartford, Hotel Foxtrot Delta to Bravo Delta Lima, and we would just do the.
When's next stream? Let's see. Tomorrow.
1 Julie Kilo, stand by over Rodham in a moment.
Let me
1
look.
Julie Kilo, I have clearance about
Maybe.
1 Julie
Did I
Kilo,
work
Clear
Thursday
Bradley, Radar Vector,
No.
Robbinsville, Romeo.
I would
Bravo,
say
Victor,
tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we could do a little bit of a later stream too. So we'll probably go like tomorrow night at
Proceed direct Robbinsville now. 1 Julie Kilo.
probably like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
1
I'd say
Julie Kilo,
ballpark.
Redox direct, proceed direct
But yeah,
Robbinsville.
that's probably gonna. I would say tomorrow night we're gonna be able to do a stream. Tentative time.
731 radar contact lost.
Tentative 9, we'll call it. A tentative 9 tomorrow.
At a 617 is radar contact, stay airspeed.
A little bit of snow on the ground here in Dulles, and we're just passing up gates left and right. So let's pick something here. This looks like this is the double jet bridge here. We got the. It's for us.
Mach 0.80.
We can go turn-offs off.
41 proceed direct Reagan, coming in 1,000.
Okay, we'll possibly be there. We need you there, bro. It's been too long.
Yeah, 26.
See ya. Have a nice night. All right.
617, stay. What was the airspeed again?
Let's see. Which one's our line?
Cruising at Mach 0.80, 617.
We'll try to get to the deepest one here.
617, your airspeed. What's you're descending currently, right?
Let's see. All right, we'll call it there. Parking brake set. Let's go ahead and we'll kill them both.
Indicated, not mock.
We have our AP running. All right, let's go outside. Take a look at the park job. Ooh.
November 5 Delta Sierra, stay airspeed.
It's not terrible.
300.
It's not terrible. It's not great. It's not great.
At a 617, maintain.
We've seen worse though. We've seen worse on this channel.
At a 617, maintain.
And you know, just like landings, we've seen worse landings. We've seen worse park jobs. It could be worse, right? All right. I guess while we're here, let's take a look and see if this inside is modeled. It is not. They have a departure board and some chairs. All right. That is going to do it for tonight's stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Captain Chemtrails, appreciate all the help, all of the wise information. Best of luck to you moving forward in your career, wherever you're flying now. See you tomorrow, shuttle. See you guys in tomorrow's streams. But yeah, like I said, thank you guys so much for coming in tonight. It was a fun conversation. And next couple of streams, I'm going to be preparing stuff to talk about with how to become a pilot. And, you know, obviously we're more than open to all questions and anything else. But, yeah, expect that over the next couple of streams. So thanks again for everything tonight, guys, and we'll catch you tomorrow.
Ravens, good evening, Edison on 905 with you up 380.
Air Canada 905, Washington Center, gating, radar contact. Southwest 905, if I didn't already, descend via the Raven 6 arrival.